Okay, we're on again. Sorry, a little adjustment there. Good. All right, John McKeag here with Liberty Aid Academy. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just go through a couple slides today and inform you about a course we teach here at this school. Okay, and this course is self-directed. Okay, it's online training. You can do it from anywhere. Anyone can do it. All right, and we have a whole team, a whole school here to help you. Erica E. All right. Hey, happy day to you. Wonderful. It's working. People are connected. Great. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this trust crash course, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and type them into chat. Anyone, okay? And when I get through a thought or whatever, I'll hit up with some questions. Okay? So, all right. So this is a trust crash course. It's Mondays at noon, Thursdays at 7 p.m. All right, and it's weekly, and it's live every time. I'm here doing this live, and I just make myself available to people that are not in the trust crash course yet. I'm sorry, not in the trust course for Liberty Aid Academy, and I just go through the basics in case someone has any like basic questions. And it's not it's an unusual concept, okay, because it's copyrighted. I did this first, showed how everyone can do this legally, no problem whatsoever. No problems with any student, client, or myself since first opening up this information and teaching it in 2016. Everyone's fine, everything's happy, everything's no problem, okay? No one has had any issues, no one. Everything's good. Oh, hey, Marvin. Glad you made it. Okay, the trust crash course today, we're just going to go through the basics of, what the course is and what you get from this trust, what the benefits are. You know what I mean? Oh, because what you're going to do is everyone's given this straw man or person or, corporate soul or whatever you want to call it, right? It's a business we're given where we're born, and so we have this one business we have, right? And then everybody knows about all these other businesses, LLC, C corp, and whatever, right? Other options out there to run as quote businesses, okay? But those are all corporation types, whether you're your straw man or any other type, all right? And so a trust is simply another type of corporation, and that anyone can use. You see, and so there's super many types of trust, but there's only one that's been proven to be no taxes. You pay no taxes forever to the IRS, okay? And no reporting of taxes to the IRS forever. And it doesn't matter what you do as far as like other kind of like corporation types. It's like, no, if you do this action, then you owe some taxes. Okay. Think about this and trust too. But the thing about this trust, this particular trust, all right, no reporting of taxes, no paying of taxes forever. And it's not based on action, it's based on structure. If you get this EIN and have your paperwork this way, right, which we give you that, right, the course teaches you how to use it, do it, open your bank account, and so on. But yeah, this type of trust is a structure based. You follow me? So it doesn't matter what you do with money, it's not action based, right? As long as you're using this trust account for money coming and going, then no taxes, no reporting of taxes. It's not rule based like, oh, you have a business or you're personal, or that stuff goes away, and it just matters if money is coming and going. Okay, that's kind of the basics, and then you get all these other benefits, all right? Like your other business called a person, right? Then you set it up to have nothing, okay? No bank account, no assets, something like that. It's not you. They call it you, but it's not you. So you set that up. It's a side benefit of having the trust. Okay, everything's in a trust. Own nothing, control everything. But you're trustee. You own and control it. But it's not legally yours, right? You're just trustee. But of course it's yours. But the point being that you're not gonna you're using this type of structure. No taxes are going to be paid into the future forever. Doesn't matter what you do, so on like that. This type of trust, copyrighted, is the only type that does it. All right, so anyone can use this. That's the point for anything. It's not like, oh well, what if I want to do this or that? If you're using money to do anything of any kind, in any kind of money, whether it be crypto or dollars or whatever, as long as it's in this type of trust account, then no reporting of taxes and no paying taxes to the IRS. So yeah, I was saying side benefits to your person. Okay, now your person has nothing. Given a great credit score, you get things. It would your person, you whatever your person, right, qualifies for EBT. Maybe things in your state you have like state things, right? Medicaid, things like that. So there are all these other benefits too. And if someone sues you, quote you, right, your person, there's nothing there forever, right? It's a way to protect your assets because you own nothing. It's in the trust, you see. It's not mine. So you never can lose assets, you see. And there's super many benefits to this, but and you could get credit cards in the name of the trust and so on. So why don't I get into the trust crash course here and we'll tell you about the trust and what it does, all right? Let's see if we have any questions before we jump in here, all right? Erica E., thank you for these live streams. Yeah. Please go through the transition process of exiting traditional model to use the model you teach. Okay. Does it boil down to the flow of money into the trust bank accounts? Yes, pretty much. Now, if you're, quote, working for, you have a job or whatever, right? And you're in a W-2, W-4 situation, this trust can't be used to mitigate that tax issue. But if you're, quote, running a business or, any other situation, if you're in a independent contractor, W-9, 1099 situation, you replace that with a trust. Yeah, that forever. No more IRS. No more reporting to them. No more paying taxes to them. It's a beautiful thing. It's completely legal. Okay, this is legal. This is what the wealthy elite do. They're very clever and all that. So it's just doing what they do. There's nothing untoward or illegal about this. This is just like hidden information they don't want to get out, but it is, and it's legal. And here I am, and I do this live stream just to be like, look, there's no problems. You see, I'm here every week, twice a week. Because people sort of need to hear that, is what I've seen over the years. But it's the opposite of what people are programmed to think, because you got to think about it. If things are your personal name, that's not your name. That's a business they created. And so they can get their claws into it anytime they want. Do you see? And so it's actually everything's at risk now for you. It's everything's opposite world, right? They're clever. They have all their stuff in trust. They control the trust as trustee. And so, they know they can't lose anything. So you want to get in that situation too. You follow? That's all. So it's exiting that W-2, W-4 thing, transition out of that, at least into W-9, then you're out of the tax thing and so on. But any assets you have and want to keep control of, you don't need a personal bank account forever. You follow? You just don't need one ever again. So there's nothing for anyone to get. Say you owe, well, there's nothing they can get. There's nothing to garnish. There's nothing. There are no accounts. There is nothing. Do you see? It's the ultimate trick, but it's a legal one. Okay, so that's how, Erica E. Good question. Thank you. I list the status of my EIN as sole proprietor. Should I have chosen estate? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry. That doesn't, those words, I don't understand how they go together, what that means. In relation to what? I don't, sorry. You're going to have to go into who you're talking about or whatever. I don't understand. Christopher Bobby, sorry. Okay, so let's get into this crash course. So what is Liberty Aid Academy? It's an online school, right, founded by to make our students' lifestyle as easy and problem-free as possible, focusing on financial freedom through easy-to-use methods, right? You don't want to have to change your life completely or nothing like that, right? They have to. This stuff has to work easy, quick. You follow me? Our methods reduce the amount of money you spend every day by legally not having to pay income, inheritance, or property taxes. So yeah, that's fantastic. And there are super many other side benefits like, oh, hey, guess what? Your money's always safe, you know? So isn't that wonderful? Christopher Bobby, listen, just try and ask that question again. Just be more clear your question asking. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure you're going to get there if you have a question. Try it again. Uh, so who's this trust for? Okay, this tax-free trust. Who's it for? It's for any individual, any business, all right? It's for anyone. It's for anyone to use. Anyone can use this, okay? Uh, whatever you see, people think, oh yeah, but I have a business. Well, you're helping other people. You're doing something for other people out there. Good for you. Wonderful. You're making ends meet, and you're helping people. Wonderful. All you're going to do with what you do, whatever you do, okay? All you're going to do, and it's a back end thing. It doesn't have anything to do with the front end to your clientele or whoever you interact with. It's not going to have anything to do with them. They're just going to, everything is the same for them. Everything's the same. For you, all you do is open up a new bank account as a business, right? And you change your you apply for whatever payment gateway you use, right? Let's say you have more than bank account, like, oh, also people pay me in PayPal or whatever. Okay. You open up a PayPal in the trust. Okay, that's it. Or Stripe in the trust or Shopify in the trust name, whatever. So then it just flows straight into the bank account of the trust, and then doesn't matter what you do. Like I was saying when we started this, if you caught that, it doesn't matter what you do. This isn't action based. This is structure based. This structure, you go get the EIN, you have this trust. It doesn't matter what actions you take financially. That's not the way this trust works or this tax-free thing works, okay? It works like it's structure-based. As soon as money comes and goes into this type of trust, that's all that matters, okay? It's just structure. You're using that type of trust, so there's, never going to be an action you can perform. It's not action-based, okay? That ends up, oh, I got to report or pay taxes. Nothing you can do, okay? It's super simple, People think, oh, this is too simple. Well, our wealthy elite controllers are nothing if not lazy, right? Or, right, they're at least lazy if you want to use other identifiers, but they're at least lazy. And this is also, they're clever, This is hidden. You just have a debit card, your money, you get to do everything in your life and nobody sees anything. In fact, presidents are like, you can't see my taxes. Well, of course, no one can see your taxes. You all have a trust and you don't report ever. So what do you mean, see taxes? Give me a break. That's such a clever little ruse every time, right? Oh, my accountant says no. Yeah. Well, you're an accountant if you want to go to the school, right? This is what I'm an accountant, right? So this is the IRS code here. Let's see if we have a question before I jump into the code. How much to set it up? Oh, you take the course. Good question, JB. You take this course, okay? And in the course, you get some of my time, Zoom, right? You have the online course, and we have another course that comes with it. Teaches you how to build credit for the trust, get credit cards, and government money, like people who were successful with PPP, IDL, and that kind of stuff, credit cards, line of credit, all that kind of stuff. We teach you how to get that. That's another course that comes with it. So those two combined and open the trust and all that, right? All that. It's you learn it. You take the course, right? You learn the course, and then there's no cost after that to do this. Okay. This is a free method. This is a knowledge-based method. So we don't do it for you. We have the documents you need step by step. We have all the training with a video, everything. Everyone's successful. It's actually quite simple to do this. It's very simple to do this. It's really quick and it's simple and easy. But it's just super hidden. And setting it up wrong, that's not good. So you just take the course. It just costs you this course. How much it is? So I think it's $24.97 right now. And so you get these two courses. You get our online help too. Email, but you can Zoom with me at your own time of choosing. You get a link to do that, and that's part of your coursework. Is to, if you need, you have questions or whatever, you and I will talk directly, like this, and be like, hey. I don't do video then, just because sometimes the link gets cut if I do video. I don't know. They make it hard, but it's audio, and there's never a problem with the audio. I've always been able to get on with just audio. So, yeah, just questions, and just like this, one-on-one. So, oh, okay. Liberty Aid Academy. Yeah, let's go to that slide here. Liberty Aid Academy. I think it. Where to go? Liberty Aid Academy .org. It's not even on here, is it? What a great slideshow. Yeah, that's so funny. LibertyAidAcademy.org. It's so funny. It's nowhere on any of these slides. That's hilarious. But it's on our YouTube channel and everywhere. It's on. If you were to get off this live stream and look at our YouTube channel, you should subscribe. There's a lot of great free information there. I've taken down probably 500 videos, but me or YouTube. But there's a lot of good stuff there, and the best of all we have on our YouTube channel and our website, I think, and everyone would agree with this, is we have testimonials. Each one has a notarized affidavit with it. The testimonials are, it's just, that's why we do this, okay? Let's just get real. We're here to help people. Everybody else that we've run into, they don't have proof, you see. We have proof that we help people, testimonials, and they're just amazing. Really, it's just so, my life has been changed by this, and so will yours be. So it's really wonderful to go listen to these testimonials and hear how much their lives have changed and been made simpler. So many problems that have dissolved from this, But right now, in the basic, okay, JB, cool. I think we got that. All right, Christopher Bobby. Okay, when I get the EIN, it asks, is a sole proprietor trust estate. So, no. Not when you're getting the EIN. You're on a particular question on getting the EIN, Christopher Bobby, and you should if you got a trust, so you're a current student, listen, email us this question, okay? Come on. This isn't really set up for advanced questions here, but listen, I'll answer your question, but I don't want to get it wrong because I can't actually hear you. You see what I'm saying? Uh, so, but what I'm thinking you're asking about, I think I know which question in getting the EIN you're talking about, and I think it says, who is getting this EIN, right? Like it's like the first question, right? I think, well, maybe not, but I think it would be, yeah. See, I don't even know what you're talking about. Get the sole proprietor trust. If you're asking what it is, yeah, it's a trust. It's not a sole proprietor. It's not an estate. Yeah. Maybe there's a question on there they just added. They actually change it sometimes. Rarely, but they do change it sometimes, the question. But our teaching, first of all, if they do change it slightly from our teaching, just email us and be like, what's up? Because they do change it a little bit from time to time. and not much. And it's kind of never, it's never something that's hard to figure out from our end, put it that way. It would never be something that would trip us up or anything like that. It's just sometimes they add like a similar type of a question. Like this seems like maybe they added a similar type of question. So it would be trust, you know. This is a trust, so you pick trust. Click. That's pretty much it. So not a complicated change if it is one. But anyway, that's the answer, if I understand your question. Okay. Charles Davis, a living man. Everyone is living or, you know, as close to it as possible. And yeah, no one is a corporate fiction. No one is a straw man or a trust or a LLC. No one is a corporation or business, whatever you want to call them. Those are all corporations, business, whatever. That's all they are. And people run businesses. They're not businesses themselves. That's a simple concept, and that's all it is. Don't go too far down that rabbit hole, but anyway. So this is the part of the code of the IRS code, all right, that allows this trust to be tax-free and reporting free. Yeah, this is the tax-free part, all right? Never pay taxes. 26 is section 20, I'm sorry, chapter 26 in the United States Code, and that chapter 26 is what people, you know, generally call, that's the IRS code, yeah. U.S. code of the USA code, that's chapter 26. So then the squiggly line is section 508, okay? So they either use the word section or they use that squiggly line to mean section. All right. So section 508, special rules with respect to section 501c3 organizations. Because a section 501c3 organization, that is an organization that doesn't pay taxes. Do you follow? So that's what you're trying to get from the IRS. Yeah, so this is special rules. They never tell you about the special rules, right? They're special. They're not for you. Oh, yeah, no. They're in the code, so they're for everyone. So let's see what it has to say here. It's pretty simple, actually. New organizations must notify the secretary that they are applying for recognition of 501c3 status. Okay. What does that bold part mean? New organizations, okay, you just started a business or whatever, corporation of some type. Okay. And if you want to get, what, 501c3 status, okay, for your organization, well, you have to apply with the secretary of the IRS or the Treasury, right? They work together. So, okay, that's all that's saying. If you have a new business, oh, you gotta apply to get this tax-free status. Oh, okay. And then what's the next word after the bold part? It says accept. Oh, that's what I like, right? I'm an accountant. Hey, what's this accept part? And it applies to everyone. It does this. So accept is provided in subsection C. Oh, nice. So you have to apply accept if you qualify down here. Oh, here's an exception. Nice. Mandatory exception. Oh, these are just mandatory if you are any of these things right here. Okay? So churches, comma, their integrated auxiliaries, churchy type of three, comma, and convention, which is agreement between two parties. That's just an organization. This is a synonym for an organization. A convention and organization basically mean the same thing. So that applies to anything. It applies to trust because it's an agreement between two parties. So you could hold two parties in a trust, which is great. You're the grantor and beneficiary. Yeah, I mean, grantor and trustee. You don't have to name a beneficiary. Yeah, it's a party that doesn't have to be named. Anyway, so you fall under this. Boop. And what's the rest of it? Or association of churches. So let's go through this again, all right? Mandatory exception, churches, common, their integrated auxiliaries, and conventions, or association of churches. Wonderful. You fall under this right here. So that means you're automatically exempt. Mandatory exemption means without applying, You have 501c3 status. Boop. When do you get the EIN? That's what that's saying right there. Fantastic, right? And what's this saying? This is saying you never report taxes. This is saying in the same way, and let's read it. Okay, returns by exempt organizations. This is what we're in the U.S. tax code again, right? Section 6033. All right, 33. And then organizations required to file, right? In general, except, and this starts off with the except. Okay, you with me? Except as provided in paragraph 3. We're going to look down that except paragraph 3, okay? But what else does it say here? Except as provided in paragraph 3, every organization exempt from taxation shall, under 501, shall file annual return. Whoops. Okay, dang. You have to file taxes except. Let's go down here to this except part. Mandatory exceptions. It's the same word for word. Churches, comma, their integrated auxiliaries, comma, and conventions or association of churches. Wonderful. What is a convention? I put it in a new slide here, okay? Because that's what this is falling under in that code. Now, they don't define it in the IRS code, but they define it in Black's Law, which is the law dictionary commonly agreed to in English-speaking languages as the basis for what words mean when you use them. Because it's hard. If you got to think about it. If you're using words, you have to define them. If you're running such a big trust like the Inga We Trust, the U.S. government, right? You either have to define them or you have to agree across all these organizations what definitions mean in business, okay? And this is where you go, Black's Law. What a convention means, okay. What does it say? In Roman law, what is a convention? An agreement between two parties, okay? Or between two persons. That's all. Now, this was such a great, I'm going to go word for word. This is such a helpful point here. Let's dial back into the comments here to, this is such a good comment. Charles Davis, a living man. Right. Actually, another word for living man is natural person. What's the name for the straw man or corporate fiction or whatever, right? Corporate person. So you could make it an agreement between your corporate person and your natural person. Do you see what I'm saying? Because those are both two types of persons, right? Hey, we can go through that definition if we need to. I don't have it in here, but anyway. So you could hold, the way it works is, you could hold there are three positions in a trust, okay? There's trustee, grantor, trustee, and beneficiary. And we have a little dictionary definitions, a little explanation of what a trust is, a really foundational document explaining what a trust is and how it works. Comes with the training you got. So all that's in there. It's not complex. It's just a little word game they have that you have to know about. That's all. As far as using your debit card, exact same, everything, it's just, I have to know a little bit of lingo. You know what? It's super simple. A little bit of lingo, that's all there is. But you're trustee. You're not like a person. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I'm trustee. Okay, that's not hard to know. Okay, I'm trustee. Big deal. You're not going to be something else after that. I'm trustee. So we teach you how to do that and so on. So a convention is agreement between two parties. So this could actually apply to a lot of different things. You see what I'm saying? But holding a two-party position is possible in a trust. You see, because you got three parties there actually. In a trust, in this trust that we have for you, you don't have to name the beneficiaries. You can, absolutely, but you don't have to. Because what your goal is for a trust that you're going to use is, and here's Here's how you get out of inheritance tax and so on, right? Legally with this trust, legally. Okay? You just choose a successor trustee. The trust continues. Think of it as a corporation, you see? And so let's say, oh, I know I'm going to die or in some way, so and I want to leave my, assets, whatever, anything I have is a conventional, family thinking, which is fine, right? Conventional. You see what I'm saying? You're just trying to pass on your assets, right? Oh, to the next generation. Well, the trust just stays. It remains, and you have new trustees. So you appoint a successor trustee or their trustee while you're trustee, or which is good at some point for you to train them how to use a trust, or they have their own trust or whatever. But you just choose who's successor trustee. So no, there's no taxable event. Nothing happens if someone dies. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's a complete tax hack, but totally legal. It's just choose who's going to run this trust next. Okay, that's it. Uh, like, for it's completely legal. That's how Donald Trump owned so much real estate in New York. Passed down from the family. No, you know, no inheritance tax, and Donald didn't have. Oh, sorry, I can't show you my uh, taxes, my tax form. Sorry, my accountant says I don't have any to show you. Sorry, which is true, and neither will you. Uh, oh. So anyway, let's go to a couple questions. Christian Mission Trust. Hey, happy day to you, Jack. So I have my crypto account set up directly in and out of a trust. Am I good? Never any tax? 100%. Oh, what a great, simple, easy, absolutely great, wonderful, I'm happy for you question. Yes, that's it. All you do is open the account. Anybody that comes and goes, no reporting, no taxes. That is it. Christian Mission Trust, this is great family trust out there and out west. And they're just a super talented bunch out there, and they do a lot in their trust, and they're just really great at it. And all the training we have once you get the trust and open it, we have an advanced class called the mentor program, which you need to get in. Basically, this is the way I do it as an account, right? I don't leave anything out. The goal is to train you so you have this information and you never need us in the school again. Your online library with this information, we're going to keep it there for you, no problem. If you have questions, you can email us, all right? We're not going away. We haven't gone away. There's no problem with this, okay? So, but you should get it and get that training because, you know, knowledge isn't heavy, right? Better than break your back doing manual labor. It's better to know something to get out of the taxes and so on. Better get this training, right? Save you a whole lot of sweat and money and stress and all that. So yeah, Christian Ministry Trust, great. Shalom. All right. Well, shalom. All right. Tribe of Pole. Pole. Maybe there is a center pole, right, to this dome. Maybe. In Jesus' name, I bless you. All right. Serge, what person hold what office? Which office? Yeah, that's with, I'm not sure. When we were talking about the trust. Yes, I'm with you. Sorry, Serge. Good question. Uh, Person would hold the office of trustee and grantor to form this trust. That's all. You just, type. We have the documents set up, and you just, we have like fillable PDF when you do this, and so you just type your name in, click, click, click. That's it. So that's the person, That's what they call a person. It doesn't really matter which person holds which. Do you follow me? Because you got to think the trust itself is it gonna? Well, let's see how to answer that. That's a good. Okay, that's a good question. Uh, you could do it. You could make a case for either direction. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, is the point, actually. Whatever makes sense to you. You see what I'm saying? Oh, if you're the natural person, maybe you're the grantor. Okay, I'll allow the corporate person to, you know, hold the office of trustee, removing any obligation whatsoever. That's the way I would do it. You see, simple. Okay, tribal poll. Do I need a virtual office and all that to obtain a credit? Not a virtual office. No, not a virtual office. First of all, in a business credit is a business finance course that comes with a trust. It answers that question. So if you have the trust, so you got it semi recently or whatever, you should have that on your online library. We did for a few years. We had a course without business finance course with it. Okay, so if you don't have that information, we still make that course available for older students. So if they need to add the knowledge of how to get credit, they can. Okay, we have that still available separately. So if that's not your only question, I'm going to answer it. But if that's not your only question, you need all that information. Get all the information. Okay, I'm going to answer your question though. But everyone else who gets trust, it comes with it now. So don't worry about that. Okay, you with me? No, no problem there. And let's unravel your question, Tribal Pole, because it's a good question. What a trust needs, one thing it needs, okay, that other business types don't need is to be registered in the Secretary of State, it's called. And you could pay a fee in some states, not all, to have the trust registered in the Secretary of State. Why would you do that? Because when you're filling out an application, say to get a credit card for the trust or whatever, one of the qualifications for a bank to give you a credit card, let's say Chase Bank, who, I posted proof recently, and I have for years of all the trust, like credit, and I've gotten with my trust, like the Inc. Preferred card. I think I put up, credit limit and all that stuff, right? You go look at that video. To get that from like Chase Bank, you're going to fill out an application. Oh, here's all the information, trust, EIN, address, blah, 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 right? One of the things they're going to do as a potential creditor for the trust is they're going to go see if this business actually exists, okay? And one of the methods that they have for that is to look under the address, because you're going to apply for a credit. Oh, at Chase Bank, let's say, oh, I want the Inc. Preferred card, and the address is blah, 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 blah. Which state? Well, the Chase Bank is going to go look at the Secretary of State in the state address you give, right? Oh, is that trust registered there, right? Is that legally there? Because all other corporations besides a trust you can form yourself, which is legal to do, they're purchased through the Secretary of State, so they're already there. You see all other types. But a trust, if you create it yourself like this, it isn't. So to get a bank account and stuff, you don't need it to be registered to open it, to act. No, you don't need it for that, okay? So this only relates, this whole question only relates to getting credit for the trust, which you may or may not need or want or whatever. We teach you how to do that, okay? But it's not for everyone. Not everyone needs it or whatever. If somebody needs a bank account in a day, you could get it with a trust, no taxes forever to the IRS, no reporting taxes. That's it. You do that with the EIN. You could open up a trust in one day. It doesn't have anything to do with the Secretary of State. This only is about getting credit afterwards, if you want it, for the trust. So how to do that, you have to register, and those are the regions at the Secretary of State. Okay. So one of the things about registering at the Secretary of State to get credit and to To get credit, you have to be registered at the Secretary of State. So not every state registers a trust. So first thing to do is to see if your state registers a trust. And so you would go through your state's registration of a trust. And so the answer to your question in that case is you have a physical address. You could register your trust in your state, like I could in Florida, no problem. The address would be just your home address. That's it. I just use your home address. Because businesses are out of homes and stuff now, it's no problem. There's no onus or negative thing about having a residential address for a business. That doesn't matter at all to a bank, okay? Not at all. So, and I figured that out myself by obtaining credit and so on, that's a non-issue these days, okay? A lot of other credit gurus, or whatever, they say the opposite, but they never tested it. Well, listen, having an office or something, that costs money. I'm an accountant. I want to save my clients money, right? That's no good. Having a virtual address if you don't need one. So, if you register in your own state now, you use your home address, no problem, whatever, right? Now, if you can't register your state, and you're like, oh, I want to get credit, you could register your trust in another state. That's actually what I did. Now I'm living in Florida, but I started this trust in another state. So you could register. I teach everyone how to register in Florida. As an example, there are other states to do it in, but I teach people how to do it. Now, you need an address in Florida, and you need a physical address in Florida, not a virtual address, okay? So, and you only need it for a couple months, okay? So you rent an address. Now, there are companies, like I think Regency is one, that they have a service, okay? They rent you a physical address, okay, with mail forwarding, okay? A physical address rental, and their service they provide is to forward your mail. And that'll go to where you are at your home now, okay? So for a few months, not a virtual office, right? But you rent a service, is whatever, I don't know. It's not that expensive. It's not more than a couple $100 a month, and I don't think it's that much. But I haven't done it for a number of years. I did it in 2016. It worked fine. Anyway, so not a virtual address to get credit if you're trying to obtain credit and register out of your state in another state. Not a virtual address ever. So what did I say? Home address. Also a business address is fine. If you get your mail usually at a business address, use that same business address. That's of course okay. Okay? But a lot of people don't have that, and they're looking for a simple way to obtain business credit. And if you have a home address, well, that isn't that easy. You're going to get your Amazon packages or whatever there anyway. So, okay. That was a good question, but it was a ball of yarn, and I wanted to unravel it because it just went through some basics, okay? So, naturalist trustee, opposite search, okay. Christian Mission Trust, thank you. No problem. Thank you for all the work you do, too. Always willing to help others setting up property in a trust. That's nice. That's good. You all are good at that. You moved the ball forward out there in the Northwest on getting property in a trust, and I salute you for that because you got talent, action, and outcome. Few people here inside this earth have that. So, Serge got the bank account. Why don't you lead with that, man? Come on, what? That's why we do this. All right, Serge. Serge got the bank account for the trust thing. Once you open the bank account, that's it. Money comes and goes, that's it. You're done. You get it? No more IRS in your life forever. You open his bank account. That's it. You're done. Go open another one at another bank, and you'll be like, yes, I got two. I'm holding down the phone with a backup, baby. Oh, I'm stoked for you. Okay. That's why we do this. Are you, Christian Mr. Trust, are you saying that all you need is a EIN to get credit? No. I'm saying the opposite. You need the business finance course to get that and to train and get all that. That's what I'm saying. Do all those steps. Irish Lord, hey John, not sure if you saw my email. I don't know. Got the TD Bear. Ow! I didn't. I'm sure our team did, but I did not, and I'm so psyched. Uh, Yay! Where's my debit card? That is real. Okay, but it'll come, and I'm so happy for you. Yay! No, yeah, TD Ameritrade is their wheels grind slowly, but once you're in, and they're fine. Uh, Regis, yes, that's it. I said Regency, but it's Regis. You're right. I like Regis. I worked with them. They're in every major city in the U.S. or regional city even. They're everywhere. They have to do their, what they do, or they know what they're. They don't even care what you do. They know what there's business reasons why you need to, you know, register in other states and have a registered agent and all that stuff. So you can do it that way. It's just the cheapest way to do it. Irish Lord, I'm so happy. Thank you for doing it. Thank you, because this changes everyone's life when this happens to them. And it's not even like it 2 days to get approved. It's yes. That's what I'm talking about. You really did your homework, though. I want to tell you, Irish Lord, like, you asked a lot of questions before you got the trust on here that I know you did your study in, and you talked to me. Like, we had a, you had a long list of questions. We went through them, and then you got to work, and, it was 2 days. Because you did your homework. I know you did. I watched you do it. I was involved in that. And I'm really happy for you that it went so smoothly and stuff. And I think that's really the key. We don't make the training difficult, okay? But it's just like any new information. If you just, make sure you understand it, and then you go in, and that's it. Oh, no problem. I like TD Ameritrade. They're just, they're simple. I found them very simple. Reason I did, and just in case anyone else, the reason I did point him there. I point people in two directions, okay? For whatever reason, I had to take TD Ameritrade because I had low personal credit when I opened the account. And Schwab blocked me is why, because Schwab's like, oh, we checked your personal credit, it wasn't good enough. I was like, I didn't get a hard pull. They didn't even say they were going to check it. They just sent me a letter, now you're out. I was like, oh man. So TD Ameritrade did not, that wasn't part of their action steps in approval for a trust account with them, but it is with Schwab. So whatever I recommend, however many accounts you have everywhere. I sort of, I had accounts because that helps my clients, the students here at the school, right? To answer it, like, hey, here's some difference if you need them. Okay, so I'm stoked for you. All right, 2 people got accounts on here today. I'm happy for everyone. That's so good. All right, so what can you put in this trust, right? You open your trust. What can you put in it? Your money, right? You can get a bank account at the bank. Yay! Like these people have. Yay! I'm so happy. And your crypto. Oh, hey, I got a crypto account. Yay! Your Schwab or TD Ameritrade. Oh, I have some liquid assets and not just cash or whatever. Yeah, great. All that, any of them, all of them, one of them, whatever you want. I just want a regular bank account. No problem. Yes, that. The other thing is that too. Yay. What else? Your car, meaning anything with a title at the DMV, not just your car, but anything. Okay, it can be with a trust with a title, like a trailer, a mobile home, a boat, tractor trailer. Just anything you can get a title from the DMV from. You see? Okay, your home, yes, your home, but also any real estate. It doesn't matter how it's zoned or any of that stuff. That don't matter. What matters about tax exemption for property is that the trust owns the land. And there's a separate application process you have to do. Once the deed is owned by the home, you have to apply at the county for that, for tax exemption, okay? But they approve it, in almost every case. And, you know, the case they haven't, those people are still working on it, you know what I mean? They don't always make it super easy to get real estate taxes removed. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's like, yep, click, boop, because it's totally legal and everything, and they know it is. So, but yeah, so there's a separate step. But I mean, yeah, no more real estate taxes. Are you kidding me? Forever, for as long as a trust. How much does that add up to? I mean, just eat. Can you see all these things? How they're adding up? Your business, right? Okay. In other words, your business is not going to pay taxes anymore. Report to the IRS, no matter what you do. No matter how much money you make or don't make, or none of that stuff. Remember, this is not action based. Okay, this is just you got it's structure based. You got the account for the trust. Money is coming and going from there. That's all that matters. Okay, and that means no paying of taxes, no reporting of taxes to the IRS, and many other side benefits. Uh, so okay, you get the online course, you study it, right? You watch the video, you sign that document, zip, get your EIN. Okay, I got my EIN, I got the trust. Great. Go to the bank. Hey, wherever you're banking now. Hey, bank where I bank now, right? Hey, can you see me on when can I get an appointment? And you go in there at your convenience, and you to open a trust account takes a minute. You can do it online too. You can do it online. Obviously, you can open up bank accounts and trust accounts online. But if you go into the bank, right? Go into the bank. Hey, sometimes it takes like an hour. They got a lot of buttons to push. Just eat before you go, or bring a book. I'm just saying. You're going to be there a minute, but so what? You're going to leave with a tax-free trust. Just I'm saying, don't be like it takes 5 minutes. It takes like twice as long, but you don't have anything to say. You're just going to sit there and be just hanging out for a minute. Then you leave. That's it. Your trust is official. That's it. On to never paying taxes and everything. And you're like, okay, well, let's see if we got a question before we get into this next one. Okay, good. Everyone's good. Okay, so now you're like, what's up? Wait a minute. All you did is, okay, first of all, you could Google this document I'm about to go into right now. Anyone can, okay? Like right now, whether you're watching this pre-recorded, whatever, you could Google this right now. You can stop the tape, whatever, okay? And all you're going to Google is SBA, and then these words right here, okay? Just as they're printed right here, okay? Faith-based organizations, FAQ. That's it right there, okay? That's what you're going to do. And, you're gonna see right there, this is really the government, right? The SBA is the government, and they're the ones handing out all the PPP money and everything, right? That's them. So that's the business bankers for the USA, right? For the government. What does this say? FAQ, frequently asked questions regarding participation of faith-based organizations in the PPP and EIDL program. How will churches qualify if they've not been informed of tax-exempt status by the IRS? Oh, good question. Do organizations, now remember, convention and organizations, they really mean the same thing. You see, that's it. It's an organization. A convention is just a type of organization, like a trust. Do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status? Ooh. Or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? Let's read the answer. Second sentence being most important. The first sentence is actually word for word lifted from the 508 as 6033 right here. Churches, comma, with this parentheses on it says, churches, comma, integrated auxiliaries of churches and conventions or association of churches qualify for PPP and EIDL loans as long as they meet the requirement. The dog is, can you hear the dog is, come here. Hey, come here. Sorry. Come here. We have a nervous little doggy. that walked through the yard and got adopted. So he forgive me. Okay, how will churches qualify? Okay, so right here, churches, right? This is lifted from the code. Churches, comma, integrated auxiliary churches, comma, and conventions or associated churches qualify for PPP and EIDL as long as they met the requirements of Section 501c3 status of the IRS code and all other PPP and EIDL requirements. Great. Here's the kicker right here. Let's do this. Oh. It says, such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status. See, 508C1A. You see? You don't apply, you just get the EIN, you're tax-exempt. That is it. So what's different about our school? First of all, we're not like a thing you buy online and hope it works. No, we're a school. We support you. You're going to get me on Zoom. We're here by email. We've been around for years. Yeah, no problem, right? Then we also, unlike any other school, that's what schools have, right? We have that stuff, right? Okay, we're a school. All right. And what's different about our school that is different from every other school, different from Stanford, Yale, and Harvard, and all the crappy schools? What's different about us? We have testimonials with a notarized affidavit from our student saying our stuff is legit and work, and really saying even more, really, is what you go listen to, is it really changed their life, okay? That's what you're going to hear. And you hear from them, okay? And from me. I do my own testimonial before I even let anyone else, this information out to anyone else. I prove that I did this first and put up my own proof for years, okay? So this, yeah, we're talking about you can get credit. That comes with the information, how you get it from PPP, EIDL, credit cards, all that stuff. Where you can bank where you want. That's where you can bank. Where can I bank with this trust? Anywhere you want. Where you're banking now. Okay, that's where you can bank. It's really that simple. So we have a couple other courses once you get the trust, okay? Like I said, we used to sell the trust separately, but now the Business Finance 101 course, it comes with it. In other words, we can't use the word credit or debt on our website, or else we can't get a payment gateway. Because why? Because we're real. We have proof. And all the other people that are like, oh, hey, we help you with credit and debt. They can get a payment gateway and we can't. But they don't even have proof. Yeah, they're not helping anyone. That's why. It's that simple. You see, so we can't even use those words. But this course teaches how to get credit for the trust, okay? Now, as I said before, it already comes with the trust now, okay? But for some previous students, if you're like, oh, I don't have that information, it didn't come with it in past years, for a couple years only. It didn't come with it, but now it's bundled together because really everyone needs it from the jump of from the inception, from the start, from the beginning of their trust. It's best to have this information. Then why not just build it with credit? Why not? If you choose to, you have to pretty much do almost everything else the same. So it's just how to do it correctly. Okay. Really, everyone uses it. So it's there as a separate course for people that need it. They got their trust separately. Going forward, it's hardly ever gotten anymore, but it's a great course. It comes with the trust. Study it, okay? And then you could get my time if you need it, right? Oh, Jack, I don't understand something. I need to talk with you. What about this? Whatever, right? No, I'm here. Get a half hour or an hour of my time. That's fine. You pick times through the times we have, and then we're talking. That's it. No problem. 2 advising sessions come with your trust, okay? One with each course. One with the trust course, one with the business finance course. So I'm here to talk you through whatever your questions are. But going forward, just out of the blue, or, hey, I didn't get your trust yet. Yeah, get my time. I'm just here for anyone like that, okay? I'm real. I'm like an accountant. Yo, you need my time? Here. Happy to advise you. And then the mentor program is for people that have the trust open. Okay, I have the trust. I got the business finance stuff. I already know how to build my credit, all that. Then I teach you how to do really every single other thing with the trust. Like, oh, how do I get out of this vaccination thing? No problem. That was the last one I did. How do I get free state taxes? No problem. How do I add people to the trust or remove them? On and on. All them issues, like how to operate this thing going forward. That's in the mentor program, and it's only going to be a few months. It's going to be 177 a month, and then we're going to basically stop it. I'm doing it live right now. Okay, I'm doing the mentor program is one new video each month on one topic, making you expert in that topic. And then we'll bundle it as a course, and then it won't be a monthly thing. It'll just be like a course fee. And that's that. Okay. So those are the other courses we have available. And that's it. So that's the Trust Crash Course. If you have any questions, that's it. Christian Mission Trust. By the way, the whole King County Sheriff's Department is considering this trust. Great. Fantastic. Dee Dee, that's wonderful. A situs shifting. I'm gonna pray for your success there, Christian. All right. Christian Mission Trust, really. Dee Dee, situs shifting is a provision of the trust. It is, but listen, you don't really need to do that ever. You follow me? Once it's formed, it's formed. You don't really need to change that. You may need to change like mailing addresses for it and stuff like that. Out with others, you know what I mean? Out with the system. But that doesn't mean the document needs to change. You follow? I've never seen a reason to put it that way. I've never come across a reason to change it on the document. Okay, so just because it's only when you're interacting with others and you're filling out an application to interact with them, it'll just be the address you want to use going forward. You see? So it doesn't come up because you change the address. Go do a change of address form at the post office or something like that if you really are changing everything about it. Okay? Okay. Bank with the Treasury, that's funny. They give you approval to bank, but yeah, would it be lovely? Okay, well, that's it. Trust Crash Course. No more questions. Wonderful to have you here. That's 2 people today that, just broke through, got their knowledge, opened their trust account, and here they are on a live, stream that they were successful. I couldn't be more happy. That's because, let me tell you, everyone that works at the school uses trust. It's changed their life. This is why we do this. We want your life to change in such a positive, easy, wonderful manner. So really happy about that. Yay. Marvin, how do we be able to go to college, or children go to college? Oh, no problem. Yeah. Oh, easy hack. The trick is, now we're operating a person, right? And we're operating a trust. We just added one. We don't get rid of the person, right? That all cap letter name that's supposedly your name, and the social security number, that corporation, that business, the person, it could have a bank account and all that, credit and all that stuff, right? We're not going to use that anymore. We're just going to give it a great credit profile, credit cards, okay? But no bank account, nothing. We set it up as a pauper so we can get like SNAP, EBT every month. That's $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Thank you very much. Been getting that for 2016 wasn't I opened the trust? Oh yeah, no problem. Every year, every month. Thank you very much. Every state, no problem. You're operating the trust, so your person, not you. If they want to say, "Oh, I'm homeless," yeah, I'll say it. Hey, I'm homeless. I don't have any food. I don't have any money. Sure, my person, no problem. So give me everything you got, Medicaid, everything. You see, that proves your person, you, have nothing. Remember, own nothing, control everything. Your trust owns everything. You owe nothing. Yay, you're set free. but it has benefits. You see, financial benefits. Okay, what now? I'm going to move on to your question, Marvin. A similar benefit is if you're a person, right? Same thing, right? If your person has no money and owes a student loan and is getting no income, it qualifies under federal student loans to never pay back student loans. Okay? To never do that. Why? They have what's called an income-driven repayment plan. No income, no payment. You have to just fill out forms every once a year, and it's like click, 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 approved. That's it, because it's all zeros. Your person has nothing. Zero, 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 zero. Click. That's it. Okay, it all comes back quick, approved. And that means your person has all the student loans and stuff, for sure. It's on the credit report, but, right, it's in forbearance, abeyance, or whatever word they put, but it's fine on your credit. No problem. You see? No problem whatsoever. You don't have to pay it. Yay, ever. So, ever. So, get as much student loan money as you find useful and never pay it. That's how, Marvin. You could go to college, graduate school, go to law school, whatever. Give every nickel you can of federal student loan money and never pay it back under those rules, which are completely legal. 100% legal, what I'm telling you right now. This is not in any way anything but good accounting methods. This is good bookkeeping, managing your money well. This is completely legal. So it's actually so what does it do? It makes it so really anyone can go to law school for free and get we don't have any good account. We have one good accountant. Hey, we don't have any good lawyers, right? We could use one. We don't have any good doctors anymore. All of them sold out, right? We could use one, right? We could use one. Go as far as you want, not just college. Go university, graduate school, off you go. Get your PhD, your JD, your doctorate. All of it. Paid for by the federal government for free, but never pay it back. Completely legal. That's how Marvin. No one has an excuse not to do their best in service of others. If you want to help people, really, really, the doctors all sold out. Like, if you're smart enough and you want to do it, and really all you got to be is want to do it. You want to serve, go do it. I have 2 master's degrees. Okay? All right. Great questions. Wonderful day. Get in the trust. Change your life like everyone. All right. Thank you all for coming. Mondays at noon. Thursdays at 7. Have a wonderful day.